What's up, y'all? What's up? What is up, y'all? Come on in. Happy Wednesday to every single body that is coming in. Happy Wednesday to every single person that is tuning in, whether you are catching this thing live or on the replay. Our declaration this morning, and this is going to be a quick word because I got to go live on TikTok in about 10 minutes. And so if y'all are not following me there, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and shift over to TikTok and follow me there. But our declaration is just keep going. And I know that this is a title that God has had me use multiple times, but the revelation that he gave me this morning on it was entirely different. As I was just kind of going throughout this day, it's been a busy morning so far. But as I was hey, Pastor Ron, as I was going throughout this morning, and kind of just working through my emotions, working through different things, cleaning my home. God has kept me busy since I woke up. But I heard the Lord say, tell my people that no matter the outcome, to just keep going. Hey, Visha. I'm going to say it again. The Lord said, tell my people. Thank you so much. Listen, these shirts are for sale. Big pressure, know your worth shirts. The Lord said, tell my people. Yeah. That no matter what happens, to just keep going. No matter what the outcome is of whatever it is that God has you working on, working towards, pursuing in this hour, the Lord says, just keep going. Can I get somebody to type that in? I'm going to say it again. God told me this morning, right? And he's still been dealing with me about contentment, about being content, right? No matter what happens, but not only just being content no matter what happens, but that contentment also looks like you showing up to do your part no matter the outcome. Hey, Natasha, I'm going to say it again. The Lord said to tell y'all that no matter what the outcome is of whatever the thing is that you're working on in this season, whatever the thing is that you're working towards in this season, whatever the thing is that God has you pursuing in this season, he said, tell my people to just keep going. And he said, this kind of correlates to our message like yesterday morning about learning to be content, and how that place of contentment produces a childlike faith. And it's that childlike faith that allows for God to do whatever it is that he wants to do in your life. But he said, do you also know that contentment also means you still doing your part, even if the results or the outcome of what I've asked you to do does not feel good, even if it's not the outcome that you expected, can you still show up? Because if you showing up is just dictated by you getting what you want, it ain't really in your heart. I'm going to say it again. If you just showing up is based off of getting results, whatever it is that you're pursuing, your heart motive is not truly pure in that area. There are some of you guys that have projects that you literally need to get up off of the ground. There are some of you guys that need to pursue things that maybe you say, Apostle, I pursued this thing a million times before. I pursued marriage before, Apostle. It didn't go good. I pursued, what God wanted me to do in my business. It didn't go as expected. My question to you is, how can God ever bless that area if you stop showing up? I'll say it again. How can God bless that area if you stop showing up? How can he prosper that level? How can he even prosper that area if you throw a temper tantrum because it didn't go the way that you expected? A lot of times it's in those moments where we don't get what we want, where we don't see the results that we want to see. It's what we do in those moments that really shows God what we're really made of. It really shows God was I pursuing this only because of what I felt I wanted or needed? Or was I pursuing this because I'm being obedient, but my love for you oversees it all? I pray that I'm making sense. I literally only have a few more minutes. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again for the one time. What God, it's like in those moments, he looks to see what's really in our heart. Was it just a selfish desire that led us to do it? And a lot of times God will test you that way. Before he blesses that area, sometimes he'll test you by not giving you what it is that you want or what it is that you need, just to see how you respond. Are you going to throw a temper tantrum? Are you going to stop showing up? Are you going to get bitter? Or will it not change your pursuit of God? Will it not change, right, the way that you devote yourself to God? Will it not change the way that you sow, the way that you tithe, right? I pray that I'm making sense. Because for some of us in the past, and I think all of us at some point or another, we have failed that test. Some of y'all recently, right? You didn't get what you wanted in the last season, maybe a month ago, maybe this month, even though it just started. And I want you to look at how has it dictated how you show up for God. Are you still showing up the same way that you were showing up? Are you still obeying the same way that you were obeying when you thought that you were going to get what you wanted, right? Is your faith still the same, right? Even though you pursuing that thing, didn't go as planned, does your faith still say God can? Does your faith still say God can? I'm going to say it again. Does your faith still say God can? I'm going to say it again. Does your faith still say God can do it? Does your obedience still say, God, even though that didn't happen, I'm still going to obey you because that's what's in my heart to do? Yeah, you may have been betrayed. You may have hurt. You may have grown bitter with people, and that bitterness turned to bitterness with God. But even though they did what they did, right? Even though they misused you, they abused you, right? Will you still sow when God says so? Will you still pay your tithes? Even though God called you out, he rebuked you, right? You were in error. Even with that rebuke, does it produce an even greater bitterness, right, at God or the messenger? Or is your heart softened enough to recognize that, okay, God, I accept the correction. Let me make a different decision. Because in this season, God is looking at how we show up. There are a lot of moments where I don't get what I'm expecting. Last night, I didn't get everything that I needed to pay the phone bill. But what do you see me doing? You don't see it affected how I operate. You don't see it affecting the way that I pour, because it's in my heart to pour. It's in my heart to obey. It's in my heart, right? And when something is in your heart, it can't be duplicated. You can't fake it. But in this season, he's testing some of us before he gives us what we're believing him for. I'm going to say it again. In this season, he's testing some of us to see how we handle the rejection, how we handle the delay, how we handle the not yet. He's testing some of us to see, right, exactly where our heart is. I say all of that to say, pass the test. I'll say it again. Pass the test. I need somebody to type that in. I got 1 more minute. Pass the test. And that's the word. That's it. I want to encourage y'all to go ahead and shift over to TikTok. I'm about to literally go live in like 1 minute. I want to encourage y'all to shift over. Listen, if this has blessed you and you feel led to sow seed into it, you do what God tells you to do. You sow whatever it is that you feel led, even if you sowing $1, even if you sowing 5, even if you're sowing 10. At the moment, I still need to get my phone bill paid. They have not turned it off yet. I realized this morning, okay, I got this entire day to get it paid. Right now, what I need to pay it in full, I made a partial payment with what I had, but I need $117 to pay it in full. Can somebody type that in? Like, that is what I need to pay it in full, $117, and that will keep my phone on. And so that is it, y'all. Those are the ways to sow. If you need prayer for anything, the link is in the bio. If you want to purchase one of our shirts, it says Big Pressure, Know Your Worth. Go ahead and purchase a shirt by clicking or typing in thoughtsbyt.com, and it's going to pop up on that homepage. We got Trust God t-shirts. But that's it, y'all. I love y'all. If you need to book a session, you can do that on the website. I love y'all. I do ask it if you're just specifically sewing into the goal, that you just literally label it paid in full. And so, or you may feel led to label it phone bill, whatever the case may be. But I love y'all. I'm rooting for y'all.